what you see here before you is literally me just trying out new things. So what I decided to do was get the two most silent weapons in the game, put them on the biggest map in the game. Because as we all know, sound in this game is crucial. It's key. Like, you have to wear headphones. If you don't believe me, check out my other videos in my playlist. So first things first, I try to figure out where I'm going to go. Again, this map is huge. Like, it's the biggest map in the game. So you really can't go wrong with where you want to go. And there's a rule of thumb, you always check buildings first. And so that's what I'm going to do. And also, back in the closed beta days of when, let me see if I can remember a landmark of when this game actually changed. Back in the days when there was no such thing as, back in the days when only the ADR was the only golden gun in the game. Back in those days, a buddy of mine told me that whenever you hear a wolf, somebody's close to you. And so, my anxiety is already raised as is. Right? So I miss a little container here. Go back and loot it or whatever. Ignore the phone, because it's mad annoying. And speaking of ADRs, one of them just opened up. So that means somebody's probably dead, because that thing's a railgun almost. It's a submachine railgun, if that makes any sense. Now, again, in previous videos, as I've said, cars will let everyone in the galaxy know your position. There are a lot of cars on this map. And you see, back before the update where cars have alarms attached to them, the bridges that are the main landmark of this map are filled with cars. And cars are also really good containers for materials and resources. Now, normally I will go to the two bridges and loot them both and then leave. However, I don't feel like getting discovered. Notice the Metal Gear Solid term reference there. I don't feel like getting discovered. So, I'm going to keep looting shelters because crossing my fingers and making a very bold assumption, shelters don't have any detection systems attached to them. So I'm gonna try to go for that barn and, I guess change the airdrop. I mean, maybe I don't know. I'm just kind of walking around at this point, just scavenging everything. Yeah, things just got interesting. I spot the guy who just looted that car. And this is where the beauty of my loadout comes in. If I catch him flat-footed, I'm going to hit him with one bolt. And that should be at least like 40% of his health gone. And the rest, I'm going to take off with the MP5. Again, both almost silent weapons. And silence on this map right here matters a lot. And this guy is running like a headless chicken inside this barn. Now, I know I got a drop on him because he didn't see me. If he saw me, he would have stopped running. But he didn't. He's definitely on the second floor. If he was on the first floor, those footsteps would have sounded a lot closer. And now I'm trying to cheese the game by moving, but not letting my foot actually hit the ground so it won't create a footstep. Now this sounded really close to me, so I'll peek around the corner, and turns out that container is actually on the second floor. And you'll see him here in a minute, using third-person view. And he's going to run in 3, 2, 1. Right? He was right there. Second floor, confirmed. Now, how smart is he? He's going to come out through the front door or through the window? He's got to come out at some point. And now he's standing still, which makes me kind of worried. He just used the comm stick. Oh. Go time. Now, I did not have time, nor was he stationary enough for me to use my crossbow. And you see, that's the difference. Nobody pictured. I have no idea where that is. Nobody knows where I'm at because my weapons are silent. I know the ADR is at. This weapon is damn sure not silent. Ignore the ambient sounds of barns in this game. They like to creak and make noise and whatever. So new objective, find picture. Now, back in the bad old days, again, when the ADR was the only golden weapon in this game, I didn't like this map. One, it was so huge, and two, it was so intimidating. So I don't know where that picture is at, but I have a rough idea. I'll mark it on the map here in a couple of minutes. But notice how I'm walking past every vehicle and not looting them. Because like I said, vehicles will let everybody in the galaxy know where you're at. Get into a closed, confined, somewhat safe area and check the map. Yeah, so here I'm thinking, I've seen that before. And it is on this side of the map. So I'm going to choose over here. Right? Because I remember walking up to some red house on the hill, but I'm like 80% sure it's on this side of the map. I'm going to finish looting this shelter, and then I'm going to head out. Close all the doors to make sure that no pursuers can, assume that I was there. And so yeah. Now about the resources in this game, right? Fertilizer went from being the most, not fertilizer, food went from being the most useless resource in this game to the most useful resource in this game. Food, you can donate it and it'll give you containers. Well, excuse me, airdrops, not containers. And as we all know, or if you didn't know, airdrops have plans in them. And you need a plan to make a weapon. Also, you need a plan to make ammunition for the weapon. For the past, let's say, like 4 months, 4 months ago, I had a crossbow plan, all well and good. Again, some more shots going off. But I didn't have the bolt plan, aka the ammunition for the crossbow. So I had Lucky Charms, but no marshmallows, So, I kept donating food, and lo and behold, in a blue crate was the ammunition plan for the crossbow. And my problems were solved. Now, I mentioned the loot and the resources because fertilizer, it's literally poo, but you need it to make box of plants. And boxes of plants, I believe, gives you food, right? And you upgrade those boxes of plants at your shelter, by donating or by using fertilizer and wire, I believe. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. So yeah, now I'll loot every single piece of fertilizer I can.
The plane is coming. Prepare to fight for the airdrop.
Yeah, no one cares, because it's common, and yeah, there's no point. Now I'm thinking here. Right now, that red house I seen on the hill, I thought it was over here. Because from the way the picture was snapped, you approach it from this side of the map. And it's not here. The house is not here. So plan B, as the plane flies overhead. Plan B is to go to the other side of the map and see if it's over there. Now, I do know where, like, maybe 2 spots are at for the buried cache. There's a person. They are running away from me. But it doesn't hurt to give a little bit of a chase. New objective. See if I can spot anybody on the horizon. What I'm going to do is go prone right here and crawl up to the top of this plateau and see if I can spot any movement in the distance. Because he may have been running away from me, but as you've seen in my last Vigor video, you don't know where people run until it's too late. You can think an exit is safe, but somebody can be waiting right at that exit, waiting to take your life from you. I don't see anything. So I keep moving. Back to the main objective of trying to find that picture. Now, according to the picture, it was next to a path and not a road. And so what I'm going to do is stick to the naturey areas and follow a path and see if there's a red house next to it. If that plan fails, then I guess this will be, you know, a good little run, a good little surviving run. And just go back to the shelter and rinse and repeat. Now, I don't like this map. I still don't like this map. You know why I don't like this map? Because for one, it's huge, and two, when it's sunny like this, it is really, really, really easy to spot somebody moving. Forget the cars. If you crouch and walk like this, yeah, you're spotted. Like, it's just over. The moment a battle or a moment a gunfight breaks out, somebody is going to be jumped. Somebody is going to jump, and their reaction time is going to be delayed because they got ambushed, right? Rarely do you ever see two people that see each other immediately and then start blasting at each other. It's always one person saying, "Oh, there's a guy right there. Let me go prone," and then they get a drop on him. Now, unless you're Black Air Force One man from my last Vigor video, you run in there with the MG42 and just destroy the person. So, like I said, you just gotta pick your battles, and you don't take a shot until you win, unless you have a light machine gun and you just go in and just destroy your opponent and you win. All right. So the airdrop has already came, which means the next major event is radiation. In other words, get the heck out or you're gonna die. That's pretty much it. Vigor happens an encounter happens in 3 stages. First stage, looting. Second stage, airdrop. Third stage, this. When I first played this game, that sound terrified me. Now they changed it. When I first played this game, the radiation happened in an instant. It didn't creep like how it did now, but it will cover the map first, and then the intensity of it will get bigger. So like right here, when it's crawling towards me, I would already be like 90% dead by now. Right. So I noticed the radiation is coming from that way. So I turn around and run the other way. I do not advise running in this game at all. You run only when it is you think you are safe and or you're running away from an opponent who's on your tail. You run like a rabbit when you're being chased by an eagle. That's pretty much all I can really tell you. Now that guy that was running this way, he's in the back of my head. I'm thinking, is he camping near an exit? Did he leave? Did he find a picture? But it's fine because the exit is right here. Just in time too, because here comes radiation. All in all, a decent run. Didn't get too much, but hey, my loadout worked. And I may be able to pull this loadout again on another map. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's it for this one. I'll catch you wonderful folks in the next Vigor video. Peace.